Second down, another carry for Jackson.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Carr going to try and throw on third down.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jackson. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down.
That is caught.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Throwing on first down is Carr. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Now Carr. Right side caught by Jackson. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing his Carr on third down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have a first down, and also well into field goal range, all the way down to the 15 here.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Carr going to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Throwing now is Carr.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
We'll start by heading out west, State Farm Stadium in Glendale. And it's the Buccaneers who are out in front. From there, we head all the way out west to see what's happening with the LA Chargers. And you can see they have the lead over the visiting Tennessee Titans. Justin Herbert has thrown a touchdown pass. Lastly, we head to Southern California to check on the Rams at home at SoFi Stadium. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. The Rams seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
2nd and 7. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it.
To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down.
Now Purdy.
Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And there is absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. Third down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and now off play action, it's Purdy.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8. They run with McCaffrey off the option.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Purdy. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 18. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Purdy looking to throw.
And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
Max Crosby with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
And his kick is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Carr now on 1st down.
This one caught downfield by Higgins. It's a big play there for Vegas. And even 50 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On play action, now Carr.
And that one complete once again to Higgins.
Touchdown!
T. Higgins with career touchdown number 60. And the Raiders are back within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we have put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This taken in right around the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Now 3rd down and 7. Purdy from the gun.
And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Here's Purdy.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole.
Now a 3rd and 6. Throwing here, Purdy.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Raiders. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Purdy to throw it on 1st down.
Touchdown 49ers from 17 yards out.
And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, this is really simple. Let's just say it. This quarterback is on fire. Touchdown after touchdown throwing the football. What a day for him.
Extra point attempt to come here. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. T. Higgins out on offense with the rest of his teammates for this next drive.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Now a dump off here complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. To throw his car.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Carr on the bootleg.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Vegas. And some strong running. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more.
They're rocking and rolling, but the scoreboard doesn't show a big difference. You know, maybe it's one of those games where coaches say you can't miss your turn on offense.
I like the way you phrased it, especially with that. I love that rocking and rolling because the explosions on offense are happening. So that's going to get the crowd going.
There he goes, right side. A big play there on the catch and run. 52 yards.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one on to the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
Purdy now to throw off the play action.
Oh, he stays up. And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Now this throw caught left side.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Give him 32 on the play.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. 5 plays there on that drive. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey.
Taken at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Carr.
He's got it to Collins, complete.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Back to throw again.
He's got Brown on the out route, complete.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Here's Carr to throw. Bringing it in, Jackson left side.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Carr.
It's Jackson again on the reception.
Touchdown Raiders. From 8 yards out.
And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. There's receiver Brandon Ayuk as San Francisco's offense returns to the field.
When you're in a zone like he is, what's the conversation like on the sideline between he and his quarterback? Is that a one-way conversation of, hey, just keep getting me the football?
It actually is probably a two-way conversation because he wants to keep getting him the football because he's seeing the payoff. You know, getting the ball to that guy means yardage, and as we've seen, touchdowns in this game. So I think both of them get more and more excited about the possibilities as things continue on.
Yeah, so far it's been over 100 yards and the 2 scores.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. If they continue to throw these safe passes, who can blame them?
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
Pushing his way through. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
The 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down. It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But if the assignment gets mixed up, that's the end result.
Purdy bootlegging it. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle.
Touchdown!
Pat Freiermuth.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the 49ers are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this fourth quarter lead. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga.
And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
Again, McCaffrey. And he will not get in to the 2.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
There have not been a lot of great moments for this defense throughout this game. Finally, they have one they can hang their hat on. A nice stop there.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2.
Shotgun now with Purdy. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Niners' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Point after try forthcoming. And the lead is now 24. So that drive, 4 plays.
And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Carr. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Carr now on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Jackson. And he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Again, they'll throw with Carr. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Play action. Now it's Carr.
And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Carr now to throw. Touchdown Raiders. From 6 yards away.
And the Raiders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back.
Oh, it's loose, and the Raiders have it. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They're in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
That escapes the sack. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown.
This has just really been a solid second half from them, CD, as they add another touchdown to the lead and they start to pull away in what was once a close ball game.
Yeah, they actually put the Jets on in this one, didn't they? Put a little cherry on top with that touchdown. Now we just got to play out this final minute, and they'll get a chance to celebrate a very hard-earned victory.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taking it about the 1. Well, now how about this return? And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Now the Vegas offense heading back out there.
They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Carr try it again on second down.
Over the middle, he gets it to Collins.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. On first down, Carr. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Over the middle, complete. It's Jackson. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now a play fake. Carr. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at triple zeros. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Now Carr, gotta have this one. He's gonna let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Purdy down to a knee, and that should be the final act of the ball game.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle. Go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for San Francisco,
they get a critical 10th win on the year with one game left to go.
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.